Do you need to memorize what you're talking about when it comes to a video? As you know, we have live videos and we have standard videos. Standard videos we post later, we can post them and we can create them and then post them later, right? It could be later on our website or it could be later on social media, but nonetheless, it's later. Live videos are a little different. They could be, they don't always have to be, but a little bit more on the fly, maybe what you're thinking, what you're feeling in the moment, so you don't really know. To answer this question, let's get real. Number one, most important when it comes to memorize or to not memorize is to say to yourself, do I know exactly what I'm speaking about, right? So if I'm going to come on here and talk to you today about if you have to memorize or not, I need to really know this topic, right? I need to know this topic. I need to know this subject and I need to understand it and I need to get it. Does that mean that I've memorized everything I'm going to say? Not at all. Haven't even written something down. But because I know this topic so well, I can do that. I can just talk. I can freely let the thoughts come and communicate in that way. But if I'm doing a video that I'm going to post that's maybe for an ad or to put on my landing page of my website or whatever the case may be, then I want to have a bit more of structure and solidified information that I'm going to talk about. So in those cases, what do? Get those Post-its, baby. Get those Post-its. And what I'll do for a standard video is I'll take the time to sit back with myself, write some things down. What do I want to talk about, right? What's the broad scope? What's the overall scope of what I want to talk about? Okay, well, I want to talk about memorizing for live videos and standard videos. And you just kind of make a first draft. Then the more you go over that draft, you want to make it smaller and tighter because you want to have just what I call bullet points, right? Just like one line. That way, if you go off on a tangent, you have these bullet points and you can post them right next to the camera. You have these bullet points to refer to, and you make them short and sweet and solidified so that way it just sparks something in your brain that goes, oh, okay, this is what I need. This is going to help me get back on track. So do I memorize fully? No. Does the memorization sometimes come from repeating it quite a few times? Absolutely. Absolutely. So keep writing those drafts, keep tightening them, solidifying them, and then just get it down to those 1 sentences each. And for a live video, again, if it's just on the fly, if it is last minute, that's great. That's great. You can just talk from your heart, but you still want to know the subject and the topic you're talking about as much as you possibly can. It's almost like that saying, you can't break the rules unless you know the rules. It's the same thing here. You can't talk freely unless you have really specific things that you know you want to say, right? You have to know that topic inside out so that way then you can go off and improv, as we call it in the acting world. You can improv on what the subject is at hand. I hope this helps you. I hope that you use this tip and tactics, because this is really important when you go to get on video. You want to know that what you're speaking about is clear and crisp, and that you're sharing your message in the clearest way possible. So when it's a standard video, take the time to write about what you want to share, practice it a bunch of times, create those bullet points. And for a live video, sometimes you don't even need to have the bullet points, right? You can just speak from the heart when you know that topic inside out that you're going to talk about. That's it for today, my friends. Have a beautiful day, and we'll check in soon.